Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the IU Natatorium, the 2024 Indy May Cup, our second evening of competition here, where we're going to be seeing the events 200 freestyle, 100 breaststroke, 100 fly, and 400 IM. We had two new meet records set in preliminaries this morning. Those were both and the women's and men's 100 butterfly. More on that as we get into the evening. And with this morning's preliminaries, 6 new, and I mean new Olympic trial qualifiers. We got Aiden Paro of Louisville in the 100 fly, Andrew Shackle of Carmel in the 200 free, Emily Wolf from Fishers in the 100 fly, Ilya Sabertsev from Louisville in the 200 free, Caitlin Crom at the University of Michigan in the 200 free, and Ryan Hume, swimming unattached from Michigan, in the 400 IM. Let's give those swimmers a big round of applause. Oh, come on, you can be louder than that. Let's get it going in here. Our swimmers who are a new Olympic trial qualifiers, if you haven't done so already, stop by the lower admin table sometime this evening. You can pick up a commemorative bag tag.
I will get your way.
It's okay.
I'll let you shine.
Okay.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that you all please rise as you're able. Remove your hats for this evening's national anthem performed by retired naval officer and local actor Dennis Jones.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Dennis Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little less than a minute away from the start of our finals competition this evening. Swimmers in the championship final, make sure that you head over to the ready area, located over here on the west side of the pool deck, over by the lower admin table. Ready to get started here this evening. Bonus final heat of the women's 200 free. Bonus final, lane 1 from Carmel Swim Club, Sabrina Ledwith. 2 from Carmel, Erin Cummings. 3 from Shawmut Aquatic Club, Clara Renner. 4 for the University of Michigan swim team, Madison Smith. Lane 5 for Kentucky Aquatics, Madeline McLaughlin. 6 for Edina Swim Club, Adeline Bigler. Lane 7 from Edina, Libby McCarthy. Lane 8 from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Emma Schumacher. Want to wish a warm welcome from the Hoosier State, the IU Natatorium here in downtown Indianapolis, to those that are listening into the webcast, wherever you are around the country or around the world. This 2024 Indy May Cup, the final tune-up for many of our swimmers here. Getting ready for Olympic trials to take place just a few weeks from now over at Lucas Oil Stadium. The big build is on. Madison Smith from University of Michigan out front at the 100, 100.78 ahead of Clara Renner. Shawmut Aquatic Club in lane 3. Swimmers, if you do achieve an Olympic trial cut here at the IU Natatorium, not only do you get the commemorative bag tag, but you can sign our board here. Special board with the depiction of what the layout's going to be in Lucas Oil Stadium for Olympic trials. Construction well underway. All the theatrical lighting, sound systems have already been hung. Big scoreboard, center scoreboard over the pool, 40 feet tall. And they'll be filling that pool in the next couple days. Here in the bonus file, Madeline McLaughlin from Kentucky, her time 2:04.44. Consolation final heat in women's 200 freestyle in the water. Lane 1 for Kentucky Aquatics, Elizabeth Grether. Lane 2 for University of Louisville, Madison Hall. 3 for Ohio State University, Paige Hall. Lane 4 for the University of Michigan, Malia Amuan. Lane 5 also from the University of Michigan, Claire Newman. Lane 6, swimming unattached, Northwestern University, Hannah Shimizu Bowers. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Christina Pagel. And lane 8 for Shawmut Aquatic Club is Quinn White. Christina Pagel turning at the 100, lane 7, 58.51 ahead of Claire Newman of the University of Michigan. Turned in a 58.81 at the 100. Now at the 150, Newman out in front, 130.43 ahead of Pagel in lane 7. And Pagel and Amuan turning at the same time. So the tie for second at the 150 turn. Claire Newman, University of Michigan. She was at 2:03.48 this morning. Tonight on the wall in a time of 2:01.54. And now we bring out our first championship final of the evening, that in the women's 200 freestyle. Swimming in lane one for Indiana Swim Club, Lise Heiser. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Ella Ristic. 3, swimming unattached, Ayla Spitz. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Anna Poplowski. Lane 5 for the University of Michigan, Caitlin Crom. 6 for the University of Louisville, Summer Cardwell. 7 for Carmel, Lindsey Bowen. And lane 8 for the University of Louisville, Tristan Hewlett. The championship final heat in women's 200 freestyle. Meet record here in the women's 200 freestyle, 157.02 by the swimmer in lane 4, Anna Poplowski. She did that swim at last year's Indy May Cup meet. Poplowski this morning, 158.37. Anna placed second in the 200-yard free at the NCAA Division I Championships this past March. Anna out this morning at the 100, 58.04. This evening she turns at a 57.30. We got Caitlin Crom second in lane 5, third, Ayla Spitz. Spitz, Poplowski, Crom, Cardwell, and Bowen in this heat already with their Olympic trial cuts. Ella Ristic in lane 2, knocking on the door. Anna Poplowski still quicker than her morning swim at the 150. Turned into 127.27 ahead of Spitz in lane 3. Olympic trial cut time, 2:00.89. And Anna Poplowski, Indiana Swim Club, is going to hit the wall in a new meet record time. Oh, just off the meet record, her meet record. She went a 157.29 this evening, and her current meet record was a 57.02. So just off her own record mark in her swim here in the championship final heat of women's 200 free. Bonus final in men's 200 free. Here in lane 1 of this bonus final heat from Kentucky Aquatics, Jonathan Boyd Lane 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, Clay Bowman. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Lewis Zhang. 4 for Carmel, Ethan Zhang. 5 for Rochester Swim Club, Jaden Edmondson. 6 for West Michigan Swimmers, Owen Stevens. 7 for Shawmut Aquatic Club, Enzo Desviet Ruiz. And lane 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner. Here at the 100 turn, Jaden Edmondson from Rochester Swim Club out front, 55.14 ahead of Ethan Zhang. Carmel Swim Club in lane 4. He turned in a 55.20. Ethan Zhang, Carmel Swim Club, still out front in lane 4 with half a length to go here in the bonus final of the men's 200 free. Into the wall they come. Ethan Zhang posts a time of 153.48. Consolation final. Consolation final, lane 1 for University of Michigan, Ozan Califat. 2 for Ohio State University, Thomas Nevakonis. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Brandon Burns. 4 for University of Michigan, Eitan Bet Sirit. 5 swimming unattached, Indiana, Christopher Giuliano. 7 for Lakeside, Alexander Teesing. 7 for Ohio State University, Alex Metzer. And lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Whitlock. Navakonis in 2, Burns in 3, Ben Sitrit in 4, and Christopher Giuliano in lane 5, already with their Olympic trial cut times in the men's 200 free. A cut time 149.99. Christopher Giuliano out front at the 100, 52.30 ahead of Ben Sitrit. Giuliano now opens it up over the rest of this consolation final. The field as he heads down to the 150 turn just exploded off the wall at the 100. Giuliano turned at the 150, 120.39. Had a Ben Sitrit in lane 4. Third position, Alexander Teesing in lane 6. Christopher Giuliano coming into the wall here. Take the consolation final heat. His time, 148.75. Now bringing out the championship final heat in men's 200 freestyle. Championship final lineup, beginning in lane 1 for the University of Louisville, Dennis Luckta. Lane 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Rafael Marislaw. Lane 3 for the University of Louisville, Ilya Sabritzev. Lane 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Blake Peroni. Lane 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Aaron Shackle. Lane 6 for Carmel, Andrew Shackle. Lane 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Tomer Frankel. And in lane 8 for University of Louisville, Caden Lancaster. Championship final heat in men's 200 freestyle. Meet record swum at last year's Indy May Cup by the swimmer in lane 2, Rafael Marislaw, Indiana. Marislaw's time last year, 147.89. Here in lane 4, we got Blake Peroni, Indiana Swim Club, 3-time Olympic gold medalists. So fantastic heat here. All of the swimmers in this heat, except Caden Lancaster, in lane 8, already have their Olympic trial cut in the 200 free. Lancaster would like to get that here this evening. Peroni out front, 51.91. Second position, Aaron Shackle. Shackle turning in a 52.28. Now I see Andrew Shackle turned at the 100 the same time as Marislaw in lane 2. So very tight field here. Peroni's going to turn at the 150, 119.29. Marislaw now second position. He was a 119.77 in lane 2. Aaron Shackle third in lane 5. Hammer down, and here they come. Rafael Marislaw making his move in lane 2 on Blake Peroni, Indiana Swim Club. Does Peroni see him over there as they come into the wall? And touching first is Blake Peroni, a time of 1:47.02. And that is a new meet record in the men's 200 freestyle here at the Indy May Cup. And how about that? Lane 8, Caden Lancaster just got his Olympic trial cut time in the men's 200 free. That's 7 swimmers so far today. Congratulations, Caden. And we are off to a great start. This is going to be such a fun weekend. So fantastic getting new qualifiers for Olympic trials. Bonus final up next in women's 100 breaststroke. Bonus final heat underway in the women's 100 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Fast Tigers, Polina Sapova. 2 for Fast Tigers, Avery Stein. 3 for Lakeside. Hannah Schmidt, 4 for Lakeside. Georgia Kaler, 5 for Central Ohio Aquatics. Alex Pelk, 6 for Carmel. Lucy Enoch, 7 for Chalmette Aquatic Club. Emma Miner, and an 8 for Lakeside, Sydney Green. Georgia Kaler led at the 50 turn. Coming down here underneath the backstroke flags. Kaler still with the edge, but Pelk's turning it on in lane 5. They reach for the wall, and it is Georgia Kaler from Lakeside swim team taking the bonus final heat tonight in a time of 1:12.23. Consolation final. Consolation final, lane 1 for the University of Michigan. Devin Kitchell, 2 for Kentucky Aquatics. Denise Phelan, 3 for Carmel Swim Club. Molly Sweeney, 4 for University of Louisville. Kim Herkel, 5 for Edina Swim Club. Catherine Pulaski, 6 for Bobcat Swim Club. Julia Strine, 7 for Indiana Swim Club. Cabria Chapman, and lane 8 for the University of Michigan, Claire Donan. '50 turn and out in front. Kim Herkel, University of Louisville, 33.25 ahead of Molly Sweeney at Carmel at a 33.32. Looking tough over there in lane 1. Devin Kitchell, University of Michigan. And the consolation final heat onto the wall now with Devin Kitchell, University of Michigan, touching first out of lane 1 in a time of 1:10.97. Want to remind coaches and swimmers that 6:30 this evening is the scratch deadline for tomorrow's events. That's only 7 minutes away, so if you need to get that taken care of, head over to the lower admin table. And we now bring out our next championship final heat, that of the women's 100 breaststroke. In lane 1 of this championship final heat from Ohio State University, Reese DeHaan. Lane 2 for Kentucky Aquatics, Bridget Engel. Lane 3 for Ohio State University, Josephine Panitz. Lane 4 representing Indiana Swim Club, Lily King. Lane 5 also for Indiana Swim Club, Katrina Tetrakova. Lane 6 for Ohio State University, Hannah Buck. Lane 7 for Bobcat Swim Club, Cassidy DeBetta. And lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, McKenna Lesky. Your championship final heat of women's 100 breaststroke. Underway with our championship final heat. Lily King of Indiana University, two-time Olympian and Olympic and world champion. Lily was undefeated in 100 breaststroke, both in meters and yards from 2016 to 2021. And a name known around the world, Lily King, competing here at the IU Natatorium, part of our Indy May Cup this evening. Lily out in a 31.24, quicker than this morning when she was out in a 32.12. Annie Laser, the meet record holder in this event from 2022 at a 105.91, and the Olympic trial cut time, 110.29. Engel, Panitz, King, Tetrakova, and Bach already with their trial cut. And Lily King's bringing it in. She was a 107.68 this morning. Again, the record 105.91, and she touches in a time of 106.37. Lily King, ladies and gentlemen. Bonus final in men's 100 breaststroke. Here in lane one of this bonus final heat from Carmel, Brandon Malicki. Lane two from Rochester Swim Club, Grady Bargfried. Lane three for Southeastern Swim Club, Colin Houston. Four for Lakeside Swim Team, Wilson York. Lane five for the University of Michigan, Jaden Gamilla. Lane six for Parkway Swim Club, Spencer Kinsey. Seven for Lakeside, Owen Durham. And in lane eight for Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, Oliver Lesenby. Wilson York from Lakeside out front at the 50, 29.88. Jaden Camilla was second, lane five at a 30.29. And third at the 50, Owen Durham, also of Lakeside. Wilson York from Lakeside, lane four, cranking it over. Into the wall he comes, and York's time, 103.27. Consolation final. Underway with the consolation final. Lane one for Indiana Swim Club, Luke Barr. Two for Boilermaker Aquatics, Maxwell Bloom. Lane three for Cardinal Aquatics, Daniel Sauce. Four for the University of Michigan, Ethan Schwab. Five for Indiana Swim Club, Maxwell Rice. Six swimming unattached, Connor Morikawa. Seven for Ohio State University, Carl Helmuth. And in lane eight for Ohio State University, William Riggin. Connor Morikawa led at the 50, lane six, 29.03. Had a Carl Helmuth of Ohio State University in lane seven. Great race here between Morikawa in 6, Helmuth in 7 as they drive it down into the wall. And touching first is Connor Morikawa. His time, 1:02.40. And we now bring out the championship final heat in the men's 100 breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1 for UIndy, Braden Cole. Lane 2 for Sandpipers of Nevada, Cody Miller. Lane 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Joshua Matheny. Lane 4, swimming unattached, Tommy Cope. Lane 5 for Nova of Virginia, Charles Swanson. Lane 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Jason Yup. Lane 7 for the University of Louisville, Luke Scherz. And in lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Benson Wong. This is your championship final heat in men's 100 breaststroke. Swimmer in lane 2, Cody Miller, Sandpipers of Nevada, the current meet record holder in this event at a 101.04, swum at last year's Indy May Cup. Olympic trial cut in this event, 102.19. Let's see who's leading at the 50 down here. And Joshua Matheny. Matheny out this morning, 28.97. Tonight, 28.84. Charles Swanson from Nova, second in lane 5. Olympic trial cut time, 102.19. Miller, Matheny, Cope, Swanson, and Yep already with their trial cuts. Wow, look how close this is coming into the wall. Cody Miller's reaching and touches Joshua Matheny on the wall first. Matheny on the wall in a time of 1:00.93, and that is a new meet record for the Indy May Cup. Bonus final now in women's 100 butterfly. Bonus final, lane 1 for Edina Swim Club, Catherine Pulaski. 2 for Edina. Adeline Bigler. 3 for Ohio State University, Bella Fisco. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Faith Gorey. 5 for Lakeside, Sydney Brager. 6 for Noblesville, Hadassah Vos. 7 for Mooresville Area Swim Team, Lila Theriak. And in lane 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Julia Ogren. Out in front, Sydney Brager. Lane 5 for Lakeside. She turns 29.26. Head of Faith Gorey at Carmel. 29.27 at the 50 for Gorey. Sydney Brager Lakeside in lane 5 with the edge coming in here in the bonus final heat. Brager's time 1:01.92. Consolation final. Lane 1 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Millie Evans. 2 for University of Michigan, Anna Bomer. 3 for Ole Swimming, Jordan Ships. 4 for Ohio State University, Morgan Krause. 5 for the University of Louisville, Tristan Ullette. 6 for Ole Swimming, Suzanne Legrand. 7 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Carrie Furby. And in lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Shiokyo. 50 turning out in front, Jordan Ships of Ole Swimming, 28.12 ahead of Anna Bomer, University of Michigan, 28.24. Morgan Krause, Ohio State University with the edge. Jordan Ships, Ole Swimming trying to get up there in lane 3. And it is going to be Morgan Krause from Ohio State University touching first in the consolation final heat in a 1:00.47. Now let's bring out the championship final heat in women's 100 butterfly. Line up here for the championship final in women's 100 butterfly. Lane 1 for the University of Louisville, Christiana Regnauer. 2 for University of Louisville, Ella Welch. Lane 3 for the University of Louisville, Gabriela Albero. Lane 4 for Karma Swim Club, Alexandra Shackle. Lane 5 for the Lakeside Swim Team, Charlotte Crush. Lane 6 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Emily Wolf. Lane 7 for Ohio State University, Catherine Zenick. And in lane 8 for the University of Michigan, Ella Piersman. Your championship final in women's 100 butterfly. Alex Shackle was the meet record holder coming into this event. This morning broke her own record in a 57.22. Alex considered the #1 recruit in high school swimming here in the United States, and she's committed to Cal. So much sought after. Alex took it out this morning, 26.86. 26.89, just 200 slower than this morning. Second position, Gabrielle Albero, University of Louisville, 27.50. Alex Shackle with over a body length lead coming into the wall here in the championship final. She touches in a 57.55 this evening. Ella Welch getting her trial cut here in the 100 fly. She swam a 59.80, the trial cut 100.19. And it looks like Catherine Zenick, Ohio State, she too got her Olympic trial cut out of this last heat here in that championship final heat of women's 100 butterfly. So congratulations, ladies. Bonus final in men's 100 butterfly. Bonus final, lane 1 for Lakeside Swim Team, Sawyer Tapp. 2 for Lakeside, Stephen Bailey. 3 for Lakeside, Boone Wilcox. 4 for FMC Aquatic, Jeffrey Howe. 5 for Ole Swimming, Max Haney. 6 for Shawmut Aquatic Club, Enzo Desviet Ruiz. 7 for Southwest Y Sharks, Joshua Martin. And in lane 8 for Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, London Rising. 50 turning out in front. Boone Wilcox to Lakeside, 26.17. Had a Max Haney of Ole in lane 5. Haney turned it at 26.28. Max Haney with the edge coming into the wall here in the bonus final. And he is on the wall at a time of 55.59. Constellation final. Consolation final, lane 1 for Ole Swimming, Devin Dilger. 2 for Ohio State University, Servas Fick. 3 swimming unattached, Tommy John. 4 for the University of Louisville, Matteo Michelli. 5 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Caden Davis. 6 for University of Michigan, Colin Greer. 7 for Ohio State University, Caleb Ellis. And lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Dylan Smiley. Michelli out front, 25.12, ahead of Colin Gear. University of Michigan in lane 6, who was around in at 25.20. Colin Gear in lane 6. Charging in lane 4, Matteo Michelli, University of Louisville. Olympic trial cut 53.59. And there's Michelli getting an Olympic trial cut of the men's 100 freestyle, 53.23. Better in the trial cut time, 53.59. Up next, we bring out the championship final heat in men's 100 butterfly. Swimming in lane 1 for the University of Michigan, Tyler Ray. Lane 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Finley Brooks. Lane 3 for the University of Louisville, Dalton Lowe. Lane 4 for Cardinal Aquatics, Zachary Harding. Lane 5 for the University of Louisville, Aiden Perro. Lane 6 for Ohio State University, William Fentress. Lane 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Tomer Frankel. And in lane 8 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Braden Samuels. These gentlemen tonight in the championship final heat of men's 100 butterfly. Your top seed in this event, Zachary Harding from Cardinal Aquatics, lane 4, set a new meet record with his preliminary swim, 52.26. Zachary, a member of the 2021 Olympic team in the 200 fly and a Pan-Pacific Championship medalist, took it out this morning at a 24.78. Finley out first at the 50, 24.16. 24.38 for Harding. So Finley Brooks throwing it down at the 50. And on our way back now, Zachary Harding. Has a big lead coming underneath the backstroke flag. And Harding's going to touch in a time of 52.02. Ladies and gentlemen, another meet record. Harding breaking his record from earlier this morning. Tonight, 52.02. Bonus final of women's 400 IM. Lane 1 of this bonus final, Rochester Swim Club, Samantha Ulachen. 2 for Lakeside, Sydney Green. 3 for North Suburban Aquatic Club, Ellie Bina. 4 for Salmut Aquatic Club, Clara Renner. 5 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Avery Stein. 6 for Edina Swim Club, Stella Suki. 7 for FMC Aquatic, Ella Houston. And in lane 8 for Lakeside Swim Team, Greta Dale. Olympic trial cut in this event, 449.89. Clara Renner from Chalmette Aquatic turns at the 100. .107.19 ahead of Stella Suki of Edina in lane 6, 32.09. Suki at the 100 would be 108.65. And Renner 107.19 at the 100. Clara Renner is going to turn here at the end of the backstroke. 227.37 ahead of Stella Suki, Dinah Swim Club in lane 6. Who's at 227.58. Third, Ellie Bina of North Suburban Aquatic Club. Clara Renner's going to turn at the end of the breaststroke. Her split 3:52.20. And lanes 6. Second position. Stella Suki. She turns in a 3:58.67 with Avery Stein from fast. Third in lane 5, 4:00.39. Clara Renner, Shawmut Aquatic Club, way out front here in the bonus final heat of women's 400 IM. And Clara's going to touch in a time of 4:58.57. Consolation final. Lane 1 of this consolation final from FMC Aquatic, Burlington Bocos. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Alyssa Street. 3 for Lakeside, Kate Brager. 4 for Ohio State University, Jessica Eden. 5 for Ohio State University, Lucy Bayless. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Anna Freed. 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Paige Husband. And 8 for Kentucky Aquatics, Bridget Engel. Hundred turn coming up here in this consolation final heat. And out front, Kate Brager, Lakeside, 105.39 ahead of Jessica Eden, Ohio State University. Eden turned into 105.66. Third is Burlington Bocos of FMC, lane 1, 105.77. Kate Brager, Lakeside, lane 3 on the backstroke. Brager turns into the breaststroke here, 2:18.93. Had of Anna Freed, Indiana Swim Club, 2:20.33. Third, Jessica Eden, Ohio State University, lane 4, 2:21.83. Kate Brager, Lakeside Swim Team, still out front here as she finishes up her breaststroke leg. Brager turns with 2 lengths left, 346.16. Second position, Jessica Eden, OSU, at a 349.33. And Lucy Malis from Ohio State University, lane 5, third position, 349.54, heading into the freestyle. Lucy Malis, Ohio State, in lane 5, pouring it on as they come down. Half a length to go here in the consolation final heat. Malis into the lead. Into the wall they come here. Lucy Malis, Ohio State University, her time, 4:55.09. Let's now bring out the championship final heat in women's 400 IM. In lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Reese Tillman. Lane 2 from Carmel, Ellie Clark. Lane 3 for the University of Louisville, Summer Cardwell. Lane 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Kayla Hahn. Lane 5 for the University of Michigan, Hannah Ballard. 6 for Carmel, Lindsay Bowen. Lane 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Carolyn Benda. And in lane 8 for Ohio State University, Mia Rankin. This is your championship final heat in women's 400 IL. Meet record in the women's 400 IM here, 448.17. Swum by Mackenzie Luce of Indiana Swim Club in 2022. The Olympic trial cut in this event of 449.89. Hahn in lane 4, Ballard in lane 5, already with their Olympic trial cuts in this event. Hannah Ballard, lane 5 with the edge. She turned in a 104.66 this morning. Turns tonight 103.35. Hahn turning second at a 103.62, and Ellie Clark of Carmel third in lane 2 at a 104.30. Kayla Hahn placed fourth in this event, the Speedo Sectionals here in Indianapolis this past March. Hannah Ballard, 19 years of age, to Kayla Hahn from Carmel, lane 4, 15 years old. Ellie Clark of Carmel, 14 years old, and she's moving. Sizable lead here for Ellie Clark as she turns at the 200. 215.38 for Ellie Clark, ahead of Ballard, lane 5, 217.71. And Kayla Hahn from Carmel, lane 4, third position at the 200, 218.36. Ellie Clark still out front at the 250, turns 259.52 ahead of Kayla Hahn, her teammate. But Hahn in that last 50 split into 42.31 to Clark's 44.14. Hahn definitely closing the gap on Clark. Ellie Clark knows she's got to stay on it to stay out ahead of Kayla Hahn, her teammate, in lane 4. Ellie Clark's going to be leading at the 300 turn. Clark 343.78. Ballard second in lane 5. University of Michigan 344.52. And Kayla Hahn third in lane 4 was around at the 300, 344.56. Hahn and Ballard already with their Olympic trial cuts in this event. Clark turns at the far end. 4:16.94 ahead of Ballard. 4:16.96 as they race it out. Hannah Ballard now into the front here, lane 5. Coming down to the finish in the championship final heat of women's 400 IM. Hannah Ballard this morning, 451.11. And Ballard on the wall tonight, 457.61. Bonus final in men's 400 IM. Lane 1 of this bonus final. From Indiana Swim Club, David Kovacs. 2 for Spartan Aquatic Club, Trey Lewis. 3 for Lakeside Swim Team, Owen Durham. 4 for Lakeside, Wilson York. 5 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Parsons. 6 for Carmel, Michael Gorey. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luis Sanchez. And lane 8 for Lakeside Swim Team, Cassius Motter. Luke Parsons from Fast Tigers at the end of the fly, 1:00.96. Had a David Kovacs Indiana Swim Club, lane 1, 1:02.39. Third at the 100, Cassius Motter from Lakeside, lane 8, 1:02.49. Trey Lewis, Spartan Aquatic Club, lane 2 into the lead. They come back here on the backstroke leg. Lewis, lane 2, just ahead of David Kovacs, Indiana Swim Club in lane 1. .200 turn, Trey Lewis is Spartan Aquatic, he's out front, 2:12.42. Ahead of Kovacs, 2:13.69. Luke Parsons, 2:15.43. Trey Kovacs still out front here on the breaststroke, 2:53.13 at that far turn. Kovacs still second, 2:54.14. Wilson York of Lakeside, third in lane 4, 2:54.41. Wilson York making a comeback, lane 4 here on the breaststroke, into the lead. Wilson York now with over a body length lead over the rest of the field, turning into the freestyle. 332.88 ahead of Trey Lewis, lane 2. 334.44, and Kovacs third in lane 1. Final turn with Wilson York out front. Trey Lewis second in lane 2. Third now, Luke Parsons of fast in lane 5. Ooh, we got a good one coming down to the finish here in the bonus final of the men's 400 IM. Luke Parsons, Fast Tigers explodes here on the last leg. And Luke Parsons going to put it on the wall in a time of 4:36.58. Here's the consolation final in men's 400 IM. Lane 1 of this consolation final from Indiana Swim Club, Toby Barnett. 2 for Ohio State University, William Bensberg. 3 for Ole Swimming, Dane Charlson. 4 for University of Michigan, Ryan Healy. 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Yi Zhang. 6 for Lakeside, Thomas Mercer. 7 for Ohio State University, Samuel Campbell. And in lane 8 for Irish Aquatics, Samuel Sierra. Thomas Mercer, Lakeside Swim Team, leads the way here on the fly. Turns at the 100, a time of 58.34. Head of Ryan Healy, University of Michigan, lane 4, 58.99. And in the backstroke of the 200 turn coming up here for Thomas Mercer. Your leader, 205.72. Second at the 200, Ryan Healy, 209.40. And third, Yi Zhang of Carmel in lane 5. 200 split, 209.44. Your top three in this heat, still in the same position at the 250 turn. Ryan Healy closing the gap here at the breaststroke. They turn into the freestyle. Healy now out front, 324.15 ahead of Mercer, who turned into 324.43. Zhang from Carmel, third position in lane 5. Fourth is William Bensberg, Ohio State University in lane 2. Ryan Healy kicking it up big time on his way back. Final length here in the consolation final, the men's 400 IM. Healy with a swim this morning, 429.47. And Ryan Healy, 422.88. And that is better than the Olympic trial cut time. So there's another Olympic trial qualifier for you. Ryan Healy, ladies and gentlemen. Championship final coming out now in the men's 400 IM. The lineup beginning in lane 1 from Dynamo Swim Club, Connor Lemestra. Lane 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Isaac Flea. Lane 3 for the University of Louisville, Jackson Millard. Lane 4 for the University of Louisville, Thomas Breed. Lane 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Greg Enoch. Lane 6 for Ohio State University, Alex Metzler. Lane 7 for the University of Michigan, Connor Hunt. And in lane 8 for Kentucky Aquatics, Ryan Marini. This is the championship final heat of men's 400 IM. Got a good championship final here. The meet record for this event, 419.88 by Tristan Jankovics of Ohio State University, 2023. The Olympic trial cut time, 425.19. And Alex Metzler, Ohio State University in lane 6. Based on seed times and times turned in and preliminaries this morning, Metzler, the only one that, to my knowledge, that doesn't have an Olympic trial cut in the 400 IM in this heat. So we'll be watching him as he progresses through here. Greg Enoch out front from Carmel. Leads at the 100, 57.83. Second, Connor Hund, University of Michigan, 57.90. Greg Enoch, Carmel Swim Club, lane 5, leading the way. At the end of the backstroke this morning, he was at 205.99. Turns tonight, 205.92. Just a bit faster. Jackson Millard, second in lane 3, representing University of Louisville, 207.44. Now the race is shaping up here on the breaststroke. Over in lane 3, Jackson Millard, University of Louisville. Out front, Thomas Breed of Louisville. Breed now out front, turns into 3:21.53. Quicker than his swim of this morning. Into the freestyle they go. Jackson Millard, second in lane 3. Final turn here. Breed out front as he turns 3:52.08. Ahead of Millard in lane 3, you got Greg Enoch, third in lane 5. Half a length to go. Jackson Millard not giving up. On pursuing Thomas Breed here, the two teammates from the University of Louisville. But Thomas Breed into the wall, and Breed in a time of 4:21.05. Nice job, gentlemen. Thank you to our timers. Thanks to our USA Swimming officials. Tomorrow we're going to see competition here at the IU Natatorium in the 200 butterfly, 50 free, 200 breaststroke, 100 backstroke, and 400 freestyle. Day 2 concluded. Great job.